Greetings from the set of Metro and More at Metropolitan Community College, serving more than 50,000 students with over 120 programs at our 8 locations in the daytime, evening, weekends, or online. Hi again, everybody. I'm Kent Pavelka. Welcome again to Metro and More. Today, coming your way from the South Omaha campus at the Mahoney Building, and a discussion about Phi Theta Kappa at Metropolitan Community College. My guests are Georgia Culliver, Humanities Instructor and Academic Advisor to the PTK organization, and former student Ray Klein and current student Destiny Minor. It's a pleasure to be here on the South Omaha campus to discuss Phi Theta Kappa. Welcome.
Thank you.
Let's just introduce ourselves briefly. Georgia, if you wouldn't mind beginning. Tell us about what all you do at Metropolitan Community College. I know you're a humanities instructor and the academic advisor, right?
Yeah, that's correct. I am a part of the humanities department. I am actually, I teach public speaking, and I do a lot of the communication courses, and I also teach a humanities class, as well as you said earlier, and also work with Phi Theta Kappa students. I'm the academic advisor here at the South Campus.
Were you a speech instructor at one point in time, or here at Metro? Or
I've been. That's all I've done.
That's the humanities part,
right?
Oh, okay.
It is a part of humanities now.
You.
It used to be a part of communication. There was a communication department, but they merged it together and made it humanities.
Yeah, you wouldn't think of that, would you?
Yeah, but it definitely is. Yes.
How long have you been at the college?
Oh my gosh, I've been at the college for over 20 years.
Really?
Yes, I have.
And your background before that, are you an Omahan or?
Yes. No, I'm not an Omahan. I'm not really from here originally. I'm from the southern states of Mississippi. Yes, and then I moved here. So I've been here for a number of years.
For a number of years.
Yes, I have.
It's good to have you on the show.
Yes.
Ray, tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you graduated, right?
Yes, I did. Absolutely. Last May. I am the former president of Phi Theta Kappa. Destiny, to my left, is now the acting president. I am in the process of switching from one career field to another career field, so I came back to Metropolitan to facilitate that. And while I was here, I came across this little organization called Phi Theta Kappa, and I got all in with that and everything.
That's your story.
That's my story.
And you're sticking to it. Well, so you came back because you wanted to switch careers. What had you been in?
Well, I've been in the restaurant business for 30 some odd years and everything, and you only do that for so long before saying, yeah, it's time for a change. So I said, let's do that, and I looked into some of the best ways to do that, and Metropolitan presented itself, and I said, hey, let's do that.
And what did you
Computer
study?
science.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and I graduated, and since they, like I said, I was all in with Phi Theta Kappa, so I've stayed around helping, advising, doing what I can to make things go smoothly as such.
Very good.
And I am originally from Dallas, Texas.
From Dallas?
Yes.
We have 2 Southerners here.
Yes.
Destiny, are you from Omaha?
I am
there
from Omaha.
It's good to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
And you are a current student, and as I understand it, you're going to, after you get your 2-year degree, you're going to transfer to UNO?
Yes, sir. I am a full-time student at Metro, and I am looking forward to transferring to UNO. I'd like to be a guidance counselor at a high school, a local high school. So I'm excited about that. I love working in the community and assisting and helping young children.
How far along are you toward your...
I'm halfway there.
Halfway there.
Yes, sir. So I'm very excited. And Phi Theta Kappa is a great opportunity to help in the community as well. So it's awesome.
Yeah. So what is it you're studying in the 2 years at Metro?
So right now I am studying a variety of things. My studies here are pretty general. A liberal arts transfer is basically getting my general studies in here at Metro. And when I transfer to UNO, I can kind of get more into the field of counseling and a better understanding of that.
Okay, let's jump into Phi Theta Kappa. International Honor Society,
Yes.
right, Georgia?
Correct.
Tell us a little bit about the organization.
It is an international honor society. A lot of people think it's affiliated with a sorority and fraternity. It is not. It is not a sorority or a fraternity.
It's a society.
Right. And basically, Phi Theta Kappa was really founded in 1918 at the Stevens College in Missouri. And so there's like over 1,285 chapters that's involved in Phi Theta Kappa. We have a chapter here. Our chapter here is called Beta Pi Beta.
The one at the South Campus.
Yes, well, actually, all the chapters now are under Beta Pi Beta
okay.
chapter. There used to be 3 separate chapters, but they decided to put it under one umbrella.
Gotcha.
And that's Beta Pi Beta, definitely. And it is the Phi Theta Kappa National Organization Honor Society is all over, all 50 states in the United States. There are chapters in all 50 states, not only in the United States, but there are also chapters in Canada, Germany, the Republic of Palau, Peru, the Republic of, and I have to, the Marshall Islands. I have to write this down to make sure I say it correctly, you know, and the Federated States of Micronesia, and also the British Isles. And it's just based on the stats, it was saying there's over 2.5 million students has been inducted since 1918.
Wow.
And on an annual basis, yearly, there's 135 students that are inducted in Phi Theta Kappa.
Very good.
Yes, it's a lot of students.
And so that would be our chapter.
No, that's nationally.
How many every year, you say?
For the National Society, there's at least 135,000 students.
135,000?
Yes, that's inducted
Wow.
over those 50.
And this is explicitly for 2-year colleges, is it not?
Yes, 2-year colleges,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. Yeah.
Very good. So, Ray, Destiny, what piqued your curiosity and why did you want to get involved?
Well, when I first got the invitation, I went through all the information that they had sent and everything, and I'd always kind of wanted to be in an honor society, and so hey, I thought that would be a great thing. I saw that there were lots of scholarships that were available only to the Phi Theta Kappa members, and the opportunity just to, you know, have a good fellowship with other folks that were on the same path as I was.
Sure.
So,
Destiny, how about you? Is that pretty much what?
I'm pretty similar. Originally, like Professor Culver said, it is an honor society. A lot of people think that Phi Theta Kappa is a fraternity or sorority. So, you know, in the beginning, I wasn't sure what it was, but when I went to my first meeting, I just knew that it was for me. It has an awesome fellowship opportunity. There's, you know, everyone in Phi Theta Kappa we all have the same drive, the same goal, you know, and that is being successful academically.
Very good. Georgia, is this, let's make it clear, you've got to be invited. And it's based on academic performance,
Right,
correct?
that's correct. In order to be eligible for Phi Theta Kappa, you have to actually be enrolled in an accredited college, okay, an accredited college. And you also have to complete at least 12 hours, and your GPA has to be a 3.5 and above. Yes.
Wow.
And then once you do that 3.5 and above, the college actually invites you. And you have an opportunity to accept the invitation and do whatever is necessary that they ask you to do when they give you the invitation, and then you accept it, then they, you know, basically you become a part of it, yes.
What do you mean you have an opportunity to do what they letter invite you
Well,
to do?
actually they ask, you know, there's like, well, any organization, there's a membership fee, okay? And they will send you the invitation and let you know there's a one-time membership fee of $65, and you don't have to pay any more. Once you pay the membership fee, you are a part of Phi Theta Kappa. You're a lifetime member. You're done. You don't have to pay anything after that point. But that's a part of being a part of PTK, the 3.5 GPA, and then if they send you an invitation, there's a membership fee of $65.
Do you have to maintain the 3.5 grade point average?
Pretty much, yes.
What happens if you don't?
Well, you know, they understand that sometimes students basically have their moments, you know, depending on what they're going through. But that does not take you out of Phi Theta Kappa. You're still a Phi Theta Kappa member. But the encouragement is for you to continue to try to, you know, stay at that 3.5 and above. But
my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, is it only for business students or
No.
primarily?
no,
I don't know where I
no.
got
Phi
that.
Theta Kappa. Go ahead, Ray. You
For
can
anything?
answer.
No, it's for every student in the 2-year college.
Okay.
So anyone that has the requisite 12 hours of credit and a 3.5 average, they are sent the invitation. And it's up to them at that point whether or not they choose to act upon it. But you know, why wouldn't you act upon it? Because scholarships alone, there's over $87 million worth of scholarships for just Phi Theta Kappa members.
Did you and Destiny both, did you take advantage, did you get a scholarship as a result of your membership?
Yes, I did. So.
Yes, and if I might add, with that, that's I think what's so beautiful about Phi Theta Kappa. There's such a variety of students in Phi Theta Kappa. Whether you're a traditional student fresh out of high school, you know, whether you're a little more seasoned at this point in your life, there's a variety of students. And what makes it so awesome is that we all have the same common goal of, like I said, being academically successful, excuse me. So I think that just sharing that common goal is what Phi Theta Kappa is all about.
And most of your Phi Theta Kappa students I met, they want to complete college. They want to complete college. And they want other students to complete college. So they're about college completion.
How long does it take you to, if you're a full-time student, to get 12 hours typically would be what?
It's 1 quarter.
1 quarter?
1 quarter.
So if you do well that first quarter, and you've got to be enrolled for a degree, do you? Or you can't just be taking...
You have to be in an associate degree program.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
So, man, it doesn't take you long if you do well early, right?
Nope, I got my invitation a couple of weeks after the first quarter ended, so.
So did I. Yeah,
And you were members ever since.
Yep.
multiple invitations. They'll continue to persist, you know. And
They don't stop. As
Yes.
long as your GPA is a 3.5 and above, they will continually to invite the students to become a part of this National Honor Society. Yeah.
How many students are members here at Metro?
I have no idea. It's hundred.
Well,
It's so many, and I thought about that. I said, well, maybe that's fine, but it's such a transition because the school is on a quarterly basis. There are so many students.
Fluctuates.
Right, and it's just kind of hard to pinpoint. I'm sure we could probably get the number, but when I do get the induction, as far as how many students there, I would say that probably every induction, we have 2 inductions a year. I see that there's over 200, 300, 400 students, if not more, that's on that list. Yes.
So your duties as academic advisor for this society, what do you do in that role?
The goal as an academic advisor is basically to be there to guide them. I was shared on a national level when I go for the training on a national level that we're actually coaches. We need to make sure they stay on the right track, make sure they're doing things that a college student should do as far as their area of leadership, scholarship, those kinds of things. So that's what we're there for guidance. It's truly a student-led organization. We are there to make sure they're where they're supposed to be, but all the meetings and things like that are led by the students. We're in the background. We're just basically giving them suggestions if they don't, really know what direction to go with it. But they do all the work. We're just there to guide them.
Ray being the past president,
Yeah.
why don't you speak to that?
Well, she keeps us on track, basically, but she lets us come up with our ideals. We have an executive team where we have the president and several vice presidents, and we get together with the advisors every month, and we talk about some of the goals, and we brainstorm, we add a lot of ideas around, and then we come to a conclusion of what we'd like to do. And then at the next general meeting, which will generally be about 2 weeks later, we'll present these ideals and we'll vote upon it as a group. And then we'll proceed that way. We have a honors in action program and a college project each year that we do. some of the things that we are doing with our college project is that we're helping out in the community. We've volunteered at St. Francis Siena House, the Open Door Mission, Heartland Hope, and right now we're in the process of working something out with the Stephen House. So, you know, we like to help as much as we can, and we get excited about it, and we have very good turnouts at each of these things that we have done in the past. So
Community service is a big part of this.
absolutely,
Not just the scholarship.
absolutely, you
Definitely.
know, and anything you do in life, you know, it's not just what you're doing. You have to be a part of the community, and we're all interconnected anyway. So
Yeah.
we help the community helps us.
Destiny?
Yes, as acting president now, I've definitely tried to do more opportunities to volunteer in different community activities. We're also looking into having a blood drive with the American Red Cross for each individual campus location through Metro. So there are so many different areas of volunteering in the community that we really strive for. And like Ray said, there are different aspects of Phi Theta Kappa. Generally we meet once a month. The general meetings are once a month. However, we do have another meeting where the executive team meets and we kind of develop more of an intimate bond, if you will. And so there's different titles. If a student is interested, we have one person that handles the scholarships and really digs deep to look for those, as well as someone is over leadership, fellowship. There's different aspects of Phi Theta Kappa. So we are definitely a team, and you know, like my other family, if you will.
Oh, great.
It's a really nice bond.
You've got to accept my apology. I identified Ray as the former president.
No worries.
And you're acting president.
Yes,
so,
it's fine.
and thanks for what you just added there. Is there any information? Where can students get information beyond what the college does to let them know?
Online, I would say My Way. When they log into their My Way, we recently did a hygiene drive, and so at every campus we had tables up where if you'd like you could donate different personal items for Heartland Hope. You know, this time of year items are needed for shelters and things like that, so we do a lot of different things, like I said, in the community.
Georgia, I think I interrupted. I threw it to Destiny.
I love
there.
it.
Yeah, good.
It's okay. That's fine.
So talk a little bit about these activities. Do you get big turnouts from the members for all these things?
Yeah, we have a fairly large turnout. We'll have anywhere from 20 to 30 people that will show up and pitch in their time, their effort, and do whatever we ask them to do or whatever we're asked to do. So,
For example, at some of these recovery places you talked about,
Well, like-
what did you do?
well, Siena Francis House, we helped set up, and then we served lunch and went around and talked to the folks and individuals, and just did a variety of things. And we had it was pretty interesting because you learn a lot of things from people, and make connections that you never would have made before.
Experiences that you may never have again.
Absolutely.
It was a very eye-opening experience because I went with them. I usually try to go with them on their
She's awesome at that. Sorry to interrupt, but she's a great role model. Whenever we volunteer, she's not afraid to get her hands dirty. She's right there with us, and that's awesome, I think, as her professional standpoint.
So how have you been touched, and Georgia, you too, by these experiences, these community outreach experiences?
it just makes you very appreciative and more humble, the fact that you're blessed to have the things that you have, and you have so many people who are struggling and really trying to recoup in their lives and stuff like that. You come to a point that you just don't take things for granted. I've always, even before I got into Phi Theta Kappa, I have always encouraged and have got my classes involved in service learning. I find that service learning teaches them how to be effective leaders because you realize it's just more than just you.
That's the motto, isn't it? Creating future leaders of the
absolutely.
organization.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
So
another aspect that I really enjoy, as part of, Phi Theta Kappa is really just based on fellowship as well. So aside from all of that, there's times where, at the end of the quarter, we kind of just need a break as students. So it's very nice when we can get together. We have outings in the summer. A lot of people don't want to go to school during the summer, and we had a picnic. We have different outings where we meet at Mama's Pizza, just getting away as students and bonding. That's another great experience that we do.
Why wouldn't those who are eligible to join not? I mean, this sounds like a great addition to the experience of being a student at Metropolitan Community College to me.
There's not a whole lot of awareness out there.
That's why we're doing the show.
Yes.
Yes.
And they get the little, we get a lot of things in our mail. Quite honestly, we get a lot of junk mail in our mail.
They don't understand what it is.
And they don't know what they're looking at. Absolutely don't know what they're looking at. That's why when I got it, I'm going, what is this? I haven't seen this before. So I went online and everything. And
you did look at it.
And I looked at it and I said, let's do this, And the other part is we've, over the last, year and a half or so now, we've been really putting out publicity around the campus and everything saying, our PTK or meetings are such and such time, please come, just inviting general to see if people will come and get some more awareness of it. Because, like I said, there's very, very little awareness originally. I think we're getting better. I think we're getting much better. And this program will help us a lot.
Destiny, you were going to say something?
It definitely is miscommunication sometime where, a lot of people ask me when I, have my logo on, are you in a fraternity? Does Metro have a sorority? You know what I mean? So, but like Ray said, there's so many different things that we've done at least in the last year, and different activities that we've created to just kind of get more awareness out there. There's also a small portion of where someone could be a provisional member, which is basically, let's say, if they're hard worker, they're almost at that 3.5 GPA, they're so close, they can still come in and participate to our meetings. Don't be afraid to ask questions. This is how you find out, and learn. So we're pretty open, to just helping people.
Georgia, talk a little bit about how you think Phi Theta Kappa helps students once they graduate and are in the community as full-time employees, etc. I mean, what's the carryover value of this?
Well,
experience?
I think the carryover value of the students who are part of PTK, and especially the ones that commit to being involved, there's a difference. There are students who become Phi Theta Kappa students and get the name so it can be on their resume versus those Phi Theta Kappa students who literally become involved in Phi Theta Kappa, attend the meetings. I have found out from students who have been part of Phi Theta Kappa who become involved and committed, when they go on to major universities, they end up moving up in leadership positions. They take on the role of a lot of leadership, and people see their abilities and their skills, and it just opens so many doors of opportunity. I know several students, one that was very active in Phi Theta Kappa. He's a student at UNO right now. He's in the master's program. I see them moving from their associate degrees to their bachelor's degree, going and get their master's degree, and going and get their PhDs. I see them move from that. They really take it literally serious in regards to the importance of academics, the importance of leadership. It helps them to learn how to develop strong portfolios for employment and those kinds of things. Those things, there's so many things that offer to the students if they just get involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose to a degree, like anything else, the students that get involved are predisposed to get involved.
Right.
On the other hand, maybe you don't think this is the kind of thing you'd want to do, but once you get involved in it, it can snowball in terms of your interest in things.
We've seen people who come in very, very quiet and, just looking and seeing what's going on, to becoming very active members who are more confident in themselves and able to, put out their ideals and be persuasive to other people, saying, hey, this is something we maybe should do.
Absolutely.
And so that's one of the things that people learn confidence and move up.
I love all the things you talked about that you got involved in the community. A couple of others, Nebraska AIDS Project. You've done book drives, Earth Day activities.
Right.
Yes, and if I might add,
Arbor
sir,
Day.
we also are assisting with Avenue Scholars, which is for traditional students. Traditional meaning they're fresh out of high school. Avenue Scholars is a program that assists with them. So Phi Theta Kappa has taken time out to tutor and assist with those students. So, it's a cycle to help improve students and just create that inner drive of being successful.
I'm one of the tutors, so I tutor every week here now for Avenue Scholars. Let's be honest, if I can get these guys to get their GPAs up, I can get more members for Phi Theta Kappa.
Definitely.
But it's a good feeling to be able to, take some of our learning, some of our experiences, and help them to maybe organize the way they do their work so that they do better and achieve more. And it's an overall thing. But this is something we wouldn't have gotten connected with if we didn't have Phi Theta Kappa to connect.
Absolutely. And the overall goal is, I'm really hoping that more students in Phi Theta Kappa become tutors for Avenue Scholars. I really do. I'm really, really hoping that they take the time out and help other students so they can also be where our PTK students, because if they help them to be where our PTK students are now, one day they'll become PTK students.
There you go.
And it keeps going. It's a continual cycle of keeping it going. The overall goal is we want students to complete college.
Where's the best way for folks watching right now, if you're a student and if you qualify, to get involved?
Come to the meetings.
So we meet once a month. We normally meet on Thursdays, the fourth Thursday, of every month. And however, on the winter months for November, December, we're combining meetings, so we're only meeting once a month. So
And
excuse me for the
watch for
mishaps.
that communication in the mail,
Yes,
right?
definitely.
Four
You can
times
log
a
on
year
to
you
my
bring
way.
people in, or-
Well, we
Twice.
have inductions twice a year. We have it in the spring and in the fall.
Real quickly, about a minute left. Hopefully we've covered most everything. Anything you want to add to the discussion before we say goodbye?
I've just covered about most everything I wanted to, so.
I just want to say it's just a great opportunity. It's just a great opportunity for students to get involved and make a difference, have an impact not only for themselves, but have an impact for the college. It makes Metro, the people can see what Metro is all about, and also it has an impact on the community as well.
Destiny?
Yes, if you're a student out there that's watching this and you're interested or you're not sure or where you are as far as academically, feel free to just come to a meeting and see what we're about. We're open.
And those meetings will be on the fourth Thursday at 4:30 in the afternoon in room
429,
249.
249
249
South
in,
South Campus.
in the connector building.
Yes,
Very good.
starting
Thank you, Destiny,
January. Thank
Ray,
you
and
for
Georgia.
having
Appreciate
me.
it very much. And that's it for this edition of Metro and More from the South Omaha campus, all about Phi Theta Kappa with Georgia Culliver, Ray Klein, and Destiny Minor. I'm Kent Pavelka for Metropolitan Community College and Metro and More. If you have comments or questions about the program, please email us at metrovision@mccneb.edu. Thanks for watching.
This has been a Metrovision production produced by Metropolitan Community College.
As a student at Metropolitan Community College, you're part of something exceptional. You're part of a 40-year progression of excellence. You're part of the second largest institution of higher learning in Nebraska, part of a movement of emerging technology and dynamic partnerships with business and industry. You're part of an investment in this community to make it one of the best places to live and work in the nation. As a student at Metropolitan Community College, you're part of an exceptional opportunity. Metropolitan Community